All right, informants. So we reached the last part of what you'll need to get started with LambdaTrader, and that's setting up a brokerage account. Now here at Option Informants, we do use Tastyworks primarily, but you are welcome to use anything else such as Thinkorswim or even Robinhood for that matter. But again, at the end of the day, you just need some type of brokerage account with option level trading 3. Now, the reason we use Tastyworks here at Option Informants is the low commissions, the intuitive software, and a bunch of other free features that's offered through them. In terms of the commissions, as you can see here, it's just $1 to enter a contract and it does not cost anything to close, where most brokerage will charge you 65 cents to open and 65 cents to close. So that's one of the reasons. The software, you can use it. Obviously, you can install an application on your PC. But if, let's say you're working off a different computer or you're remote, you're able to use the power of Tastyworks through the browser, and you can even place trades on your mobile device. So you do have multiple ways to keep trading throughout the day. And there are different features that they offer, such as tasty trades and videos and live sessions throughout the day. If you're able to capitalize on those, it's great. They have great lessons. But yeah, that's the primary software we use at the time. If anything changes, obviously we'll let you guys know. Now, if you do go with a Tastyworks account, we recommend the account that's called The Works, which is an individual margin account. And now this is a margin account, so you do have to be cautious of not having a margin call, making sure your allocation and your risk management is all properly there. Now, the only reason we prefer the margin account, it just has lower BP requirements on different types of spread calls and spread puts that you may place. We'll dive into that in the following chapters, but this is the account we recommend. Now, if you don't wish to open a margin account, that's perfectly fine. You can always open an individual cash account. Again, just keep in mind the spreads will cost a little bit higher in BP, but this should not have an impact on your trading style whatsoever. Now, one question I usually get asked is how much should I fund my account? And to be honest, this is completely up to the investor. You can open an account for technically $1, but if you're gonna get serious into option trading, you should have at least a few $100s so you can at least be able to buy a call or buy a put option based on the LambdaTrader recommendation. And if you're planning to jump into spreads, then you may want to have, a couple $1,000s into the account to cover the BP cost of that option play. But let's go ahead, jump into the Tastyworks site so we can just get some more information. All right, guys, so in the description below, you should have a link to Tastywork with our referral code, and it should take you straight to the sign up page. And if you scroll down, you can see the different pricings that Tastyworks is currently offering. Now, they do have various types of accounts. As we've discussed already, the Works is our recommendation. It's an individual margin account. But again, you can get away with a cash account, and they do have different types of accounts. So make sure to review those and see if any of those are of interest to you. Now, as I mentioned earlier, their software is pretty intuitive. So here we can see the application running off a browser. So I can easily just go to trade here and I can search any ticker and just go ahead and, pick a strategy, a different option strategy, or go ahead and just buy a long call. Now, today is the weekend, so obviously the markets aren't moving, so these numbers are all stationary because the markets are closed. Now, they also do have an application for your PC, and as you can see here, looks very similar, right? You can just easily search different tickers, and you can do different strategies, or you can go ahead and just buy stock positions. So again, very intuitive software. And one of the advantages of having Tastyworks itself, especially if you're new, they do have something called Tastytrade. You can even follow different investors that they have that work for them and see what trades they're posting. But they do have different videos, different research, questions that people ask. So it's an excellent resource, especially if you're getting started. But again, that's our brokerage user at the moment. So if you guys have any questions, let us know. And obviously, we will see you on the next video lesson.